Okay, here we go again. This is Charity from Muriel Joy Gifts and Art, and this is actually the third part in a series of videos showing some things that I have gotten at Goodwill. So this is the third part, which is my favorite. It's about cards and stationery. The first two were about general journal supplies and books. So I will get them all linked up eventually, but I am starting off with this. It's actually a photo album, and this artist always catches my eye. I don't know how you exactly say her last name, but Marjolaine Baston, I guess. This was 50 cents, and I actually have a few little note cards and an envelope or two, so I think I'm finally going to be able to make that journal just by altering this photo album. So that was a great thing for me. I found a package, and these were half off, so for 75 cents. It's a whole lot of envelopes. They're a little bit dirty and dusty, but that's okay. And actually, you didn't see that, but they're cutout window cards and envelopes, so I'm sure there would be some sort of fun application I could do, and if not, it's always great to have projects for the kids. So yep, got that. One of the things that I have been looking for recently are more like flashcards and things to use as inserts. So I found a set of physiology flashcards for 75 cents. I'm not sure how some people would feel about getting some of these cards. I don't want to take them all out, but some of them are pretty descriptive medically, and you know, some of them aren't. So I'm going to keep them and see if I can use them in some way. I figured for 75 cents, heck, why not? Oh gosh, I am really, these 3 videos I've been making for these hauls are just crazy. I've got a bit of a cold, so you can hear me breathing, and they're very long, but man, it's just so exciting to see the stuff that you can get for really next to nothing. And I think these kinds of things make the journals more fun and interesting. So these are just basic mathematic flashcards. Awesome. So I will add those to my stash. Again, I got 2 colors because I went 2 days in a row. Oh my goodness, this has a sweet little cherry sticker or something on it. Well, I'm definitely going to take that off and use it, but these videos, I wanted to get them done and share, but they're coming out really interesting. I live about an hour from Indianapolis, and so I found this pack of cards, and I always like to pick up local items when I can. I mentioned in an earlier video that I like recipe cards, so I had got a pack. Don't know if they were from Dollar Tree, but you know, for 25 cents, that was fine with me. This is a set of Tender Thoughts blank note cards. I like to use blank note cards as inserts in my journals a lot, and again, the price is just perfect. Oh, these. So when I saw Royal Caribbean, I knew these were probably going to be good because, well, if you're buying the stuff while you're on a cruise, you've got a little money to spend. So what these are, this is so sweet. It is samples of the menus from different cruises, and I think they're really pretty with all these seashells, and it has pictures to just kind of help you commemorate, and it also has recipes, so it's got the menu, the recipes, and some really cool graphics. So I'm not exactly sure how I will use them, but they will definitely get used, especially when they were only 50 cents. I found these really awesome, very thin folding Bible cards from the 90s, and I don't know if they're just intended to be bookmarks or you can write letters with them, but I found those. I always get excited when I find stationery in boxes. I actually collect the boxes to use for my own collections, And this one I kind of flipped through. It didn't really have anything outstanding in it, but it did have some pretty stationery, if you can see that. And a few pieces of some butterfly stationery. I'm having trouble focusing today. But so that's good. If nothing else, I got another cool box to add to my collection for holding all of my own ephemera. This wildlife stationery notes, I always get excited about these sets of stationery. A few gold labels, but isn't this just sweet? Super cute. And then one of my absolute favorites, a fold-a note, some note cards. So I've got a lot of fun. Again, 50 cents. I really hit it big with some of this stationery. It's my favorite. I've collected stationery and cards my whole life. This, I thought, oh, this will be cool. This is probably some round stationery, and it's not. But there are some really pretty greeting cards in here, and a set of rather nice ones here as well. So, you know, again, it's a fun box, if nothing else. So I really scored on the stationery. I love it when I go in and somebody has obviously just donated like their grandmother or aunt's collection, and I can come in and get it. It makes me happy. And this right here is one that made me super happy. I had found, you know, the boxes of stationery. This is actually a plastic set. So half price. I only paid $1. But these are full. Oh my gosh, these feel beautiful. They're heavy. They've got some envelopes there. Oh, it looks like these envelopes. Oh, it's a double pocket thing here. Oh, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I will definitely be making something with this. Actually, I'll probably hold on to it for a year or two, admiring the stationery that I found. Oh, here we go. The Greensboro collection. I don't know anything about it, but they're pretty sweet. I did find a lovely little book that just kind of jumped out from the shelf, and I thought it had really sweet, I guess this should have been in the book portion, pretty images, some note cards about happiness, because I often put note cards in my journals. And these were fun. I actually paid $1 for each package. These are cupcake wrappers, orange and purple and like a silver. I don't know. I just see these along the edges of some journal pages somehow. So I picked those up. And if not, they'll go in my cupcake stash. I also found a little lunchbox love for kids or little notes. I may actually keep these and use them for my kids. But they have little affirmations as well as facts on them. Oh my goodness. So I found a package that was all bundled up, and it had a bunch of calendars, brain teasers, and puzzles, a few gift bags. But it also, I don't know where it went. Anyway, it had a little notebook in it that was really sweet. And that's one of the things that I've been looking for lately, are notebooks that I can use for different things. And here is a bag. I actually opened it and then I stopped. But it is full of little tiny notebooks. This is a sweet little pad for Christmas. Okay, here what we got. Halloween. And I like when I can find some notepads that are different or interesting. Sometimes I'll find local notepads from local businesses. And those are always fun to use when I am going to a like a local craft fair. If I can have inserts that are from maybe a business that the city used to have. So I got all of those notepads for 50 cents because they were half price. And that's pretty awesome because these big ones can be used for a lot of, they're not really large. They're, I don't know what that would be. 4 by probably 8. But you can do a lot with those. I also happened to pick up another bag of pads for $1, and I haven't opened this one yet, but, oh, bonus, a sweet, oh, and I got somebody's important phone numbers. I'll have to take a look at that. Little notepad. That's really cute. Didn't know that was in there, but I did notice there was a big pad of writing paper and some grid paper, which I'm a big fan. This is day runner paper, but I'm a big fan of having graph paper and grid paper in the things that I'm making. So that was another one. And then speaking of, I have another, I'm trying to hurry because we're almost out of time, but looks like I've got probably 3 or 4 different notebooks in here. And one of them is definitely that kind of graph paper. Oh, and a really long legal pad that is some really old paper as well. So that's the kind of stuff that I really have started looking for. I also always look for greeting cards. This batch, there were a couple of cute things in here. Most of them were newer. This is a set of cards that I've collected this style personally. I have quite a few of them. And but there's some nice things in here. One card, if I can find it. There's some notepads as well, stickers. Check out these Looney Tunes stickers. Pretty cool. There was a card in here that I showed my son, and he absolutely thought it was hilarious. And of course, I can't find it for you now, but oh, here we go. You will love this if you're an Elvis fan. Check it out.
I'd be nothing but a hound dog if I didn't wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll use that, but I got a lot of other goodies in a big bag of cards, and I'm just going to keep going and see if my phone will last. I showed those because I think I'm down to the fun part, postcards. I actually went to the little Goodwill around my house, near my house, just on an off chance, and I walked in like half an hour before they closed, and I saw these just sitting on the shelf, and I knew that they were meant for me. Some old postcards. Looks like I have quite a few, a variety. Oh, that's nice. State Bird of Michigan. Some trees. I'll have to look through those more because I also got this huge bag of postcards for half of that, so it would have been $2. And these people must have got one of these little booklets or commemorative sets of postcards at every place that they went to. And so I'm going to have a ton of fun looking through all of these postcards and seeing how I might be able to use them. Some of these are quite old. I'd guess most of these are from the 60s and the 70s. There could be some that are a little older, but oh boy, that's a really big set there. So postcards, I've got tons of those in my personal collection as well, and now I have even more. This one, oh, looks like it's Smoky Mountain Collection. It's got some cool map, a whole little set. So these are the kinds of things that you can find at Goodwill, and you can do so much. I love stationery and note cards for the main bulk of what I try to create. But I can use everything that you've seen in this video and the last two. I know these have been long, but I think I'm going to make a recap video tomorrow and have a little giveaway. So I'm going to try and get all of these uploaded. Check the descriptions for all the various links, and be sure to subscribe, and I'll send up somebody with a little prize. Have a good night.